What's good, everybody? Hello, welcome back for another movie reaction. If you're new here, my name is Kale, and we're continuing Scaretober. Today, I'm watching Final Destination, which released in the year 2000. This was the runner-up of my Scaretober poll over on my Patreon. That was the poll that The Fly got the most votes in. This one got the second most votes, so I'm very excited to check it out. The only thing I know going in, this is the first movie of a series. I am not sure if I will continue them. Mayhaps, but for now I'm just gonna watch this first one. And I know one scene. I don't know if it's from this movie or if it's from Final Destination 2, but there is a scene that I feel scarred a whole generation, and I know I've seen it. It's the logging truck scene where it has prevented people from ever wanting to drive behind logging trucks for the rest of their life. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna see that in this one or if that's coming later in the series, but I do know that scene. And that's about it. Anyway, I'm very excited to get into this. I have no idea what to expect. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. If you want the full-length watch-along, you can find that over on my Patreon. You can get no missed moments whatsoever. And yeah, let's get into it. I thought that was Devon Sawa on the poster when I pulled up the movie. Sean William Scott. He was everywhere back in this time.
Oh, mama, you gotta leave that on. Tell you, made the last flight without the plane crashing or anything, so I figured it's gotta be on the bag, or at least with the bag.
Where would you get a nutball idea like that?
I mean, that thing should be on there anyway.
17, on the loose. Senior trip with your friends in Paris, 10 days in the springtime. Live it up, Alex. You got your whole life ahead of you.
He said that really creepily. Almost sounded like a threat.
This is for Buddy. All right? Have a great time.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Let's go.
Okay.
Alex?
Yes.
I feel like I know that guy's voice. It's so unique.
Pack your bags yourself. Have your belongings remained in your possession the entire time? Mr. Browning?
Oh, yeah.
I'm only changing for him?
You asshole.
Oh, geez.
Alex, let's go take a shit.
So I have to...
Excuse me?
We're about to board a 7-hour flight. The toilets in coach are barely ventilated closets, all right, if that. You gotta go torque a wicked cable, and then right after you, like directly after you, walks in Krista or Blake.
Everybody shits, dude.
Them to associate you with that watery sting in their eye, that reflexive gag at the back of their throat.
What if he doesn't have to go? They're really setting this up to be like the worst plane ride ever.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
He's stressing.
Could you trade seats with Blake so she and I could sit together? She asked Todd, but he said he had some sort of medical thing.
Yeah.
He's polite.
You're so sweet. Thanks, Alex. Thank you.
Well, it should be a good thing that he did, though.
Because of you, I gotta sit here and watch fucking Stuart
Oh
Little.
my god, these seats are awful.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
But also, look how much room there is.
Attention! Notre voyage commence!
Oh my god, no. It's excessive. I was just about to ask how long. Wait, only some of them? Never mind. Never mind. It only looks like some of them came down. Ah, all right. Oh my gosh. That was a lot of blood. That was a lot of blood. This is a lot of fire.
Alex? Could you trade seats with Blake so she and I could sit together?
Fuck off.
problem, sir? What's your fucking problem?
Alex, qu'est-ce que c'est?
How did he?
Fucking plane's gonna explode!
Shut up, Brownie.
You're so not funny.
This is your idea of a joke.
Okay, I thought it was a dream.
It's not a joke!
Alex, take it easy. It's not a
That's
joke.
it. Sit down, Brownie.
It's going down!
We will remove you from this aircraft and out with idiots.
Fuck you, I'm gonna move myself!
Get up!
But he wouldn't have been able to dream that that thing would come off.
Wait, please! I've got 40 students going to Paris, please.
Look,
Please.
you must understand my
I
position.
do. I understand your position, and I apologize for Alex. But one of us needs to be on that plane. I cannot let all those students go to Paris for 10 days.
Carter, no!
Take the fuck down!
Okay, there's 5 of us that came off the plane.
The airline's not taking this very well. They'll let one of us back on. The rest of us can take an 11:10 flight. It gets in 3 hours later. It's all
I'll
right.
stay.
No, you know the whole French thing. Get on the plane. It's fine. It's fine.
You know the language.
I was in the bathroom and the lock, it was stuck. And
Oh wait,
I didn't
6?
fight with anyone.
Wait, how many of us? 6. 6 of us.
Just stop. I called your parents. They're on the way.
I think maybe you're gonna be grateful that you didn't.
We get thrown off the plane. We blow what, a half a day in Paris? All because Brownie has a bad fucking dream? The plane, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. Hey, fuck you, Horton. Okay,
Todd.
fuck you.
Dude, you're taking the fucking off!
Easy.
You're paying for my trip, Brownie.
You're on that plane! You fucking brat! Oh shit!
Do you want to repeat what you just said? So what does this mean? Like you can see deaths before they occur.
I know it's going to be difficult, but we're going to need to ask you a couple questions regarding today's events while they're still fresh in your mind. I'm sure this will prove invaluable to our rescue attempts and any potential criminal investigation.
You said, listen to me. This plane will explode on takeoff. How did you know that?
I saw it happen. I saw the plane explode.
Did the weird feelings have anything to do with your saying that you wish that Carter Horton was on the plane just before it exploded? And why'd you say it?
I don't know if he actually like.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's literally just what I was thinking. I don't think he actually fully believed that what he saw was gonna happen.
My brother George, he told me to go and keep an eye on Alex. And
Oh yeah, he lost his brother.
The rumor said I should get back on, but I told him that he should go.
Nobody forced you off the plane. You said you weren't friends with those that were. So, Claire, why did you get off the plane?
Because I saw and I heard Alex. And I believed him.
Nice to know someone did. Damn, there's a lot of not divorced parents in this movie. I'm sad that her family didn't come. She has family, right?
There are reports several students were removed from the aircraft moments before departure. However, investigators remain guarded about the specifics of this incident.
Fair that they wouldn't share that. Thought I was supposed to be seeing something.
I hope you don't think, Brownie, because my name ain't up on this wall, that I owe you anything.
I don't.
Because all I owe are these people. To live my life to the fullest.
Why don't you stay off the JD then, huh, Carter?
Listen, don't you ever fucking tell me what to do, all right?
Easy.
Carter!
I'm never gonna die.
I mean, you will one day. It's inevitable. Let's just hope it's many decades from now.
I took my driver's test last week at the DMV. Got a 70. It's the lowest score you can get, but I passed.
Nice, dude.
The guy that drives with you, during the test? Right. Yeah, well, anyways, he goes, young man, you're gonna die at a very young age. Is that true?
Not now, not here, not ever, Billy.
No.
I asked out Cynthia Pastor. Will she say no?
Maybe?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Lubin.
Don't talk to me. You scared the hell out of me.
Wow. All right.
Listen, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, man, but I miss you. You know.
Yeah, I miss you too. But my father, you know, he doesn't understand.
His dad doesn't want him hanging out with him? I mean, he's grieving too.
Because of you, I'm still alive. Thank you.
I don't get this breeze thing. Who has all these books? Oh. Is he doing his own research into why it happened? What is this? What is... Movie, I swear. No, I don't want him to die. Oh gosh, not the eyes. It's rough. Then it's retreating. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, rest in peace, Todd.
What happened? Where's Todd?
Alex, get out of here.
So how does she know to be here?
You caused Todd so much guilt over George staying on the plane, he took his own life.
No.
It's definitely not what happened.
Mr. Wagner!
Where did she go? What the fuck? We need to have a team up here with him and her.
Focus even now, just 1 week into summer, you can almost feel autumn coming. I like being able to see the future.
Oh, you were at Todd's house last night.
I would like to know the same.
They were there last night. That means 1, they still don't have a clue what caused the crash. 2, they haven't ruled out anything, and the fact that 7 people got off the plane is probably weird enough. And it doesn't help that the visionary's friend just committed suicide.
Why were you there last night?
Did she get a sign like he did?
No, like you, the sculpture doesn't even know what or why it is. And you're creating an absolute but incomprehensible attraction. 4 years of high school, we haven't said one word to each other. At that moment on the plane, I felt what you felt. I didn't even know where those emotions were coming from until you started freaking out. Something from that day is still with you. I know because I can still feel you. That's why I was there last night.
All right, works for me.
What if Todd was just the first of us?
Is that something that you're feeling?
I don't know.
Is it like they were meant to die, so now they have to, kind of thing?
Easy.
Gives me a rush.
Is that him?
I think. Why did they make him up like Michael Jackson?
Yeah, that's him.
That is a crazy amount of makeup. Jesus.
Please.
Hello?
Why does hand do that?
Chemicals in the vascular flesh create cadaveric spasms.
I'm his friend, and
I know who you are.
What are all those tiny marks?
Cuticle lacerations from pulling at the wire.
Pulling at the wire. If he was pulling at the wire, he wasn't trying to kill himself. It was an accident.
In death, there are no accidents. It's all part of death's sadistic design. leading to the grave.
You figured out the design you can cheat death?
You've already done that by walking off the plane. Your friend's departure shows that death has a new design for all of you. You have to figure out how and when it's coming back at you.
Interesting. All right.
The risk of cheating the plan, of disrespecting the design, could incite a fury that could terrorize even the Grim Reaper.
Gross.
Yeah, I'm sorry we broke in and...
No harm.
He really didn't seem bothered by that whatsoever.
I'll see you soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Coffee. Starts with a C and ends with an E. So does the word choke. So what, we're gonna choke to death? I want to hear you.
1 minute, distracted.
Now what if you, me, Todd, Carter, Terry, Billy, Mrs. Luton messed up that design for whatever reason? I saw Death's plan. Then we cheated it.
Death is coming to get you.
If it is, then it's not finished. And we will die. Now, not later. Unless we find the patterns and cheat it again.
That sounds really stressful. I feel like you have to be paying extra attention to literally everything.
Hey, baby, come on, not now. Carter!
Oh, there's the...
Looks like we have a bit of a reunion here.
Mm-hmm.
I will not let this plane crash be the most important thing in my life! God! And if you want to waste your life beating the shit out of Alex every time you see him, then you can just drop fucking dead.
Oh my god. Okay. That was the bus that he got a feeling about.
Yeah, just a minute. It's clear. Again, you want to talk to her?
Please talk to her.
About the explosion. Okay, first was Todd, then was Terry. They're dying in the order they would have died. Miss Luton's next.
Sure.
Where I hear the sound of my own voice in my head saying to Larry Murnau, no, you know the whole front.
Gosh, I'm just gonna be on edge this entire movie because the last death was so quick and shocking and took half a second.
And now all I see is Larry and those kids, you know. Just looking at my own front yard makes me feel nothing but...
I feel bad for her. Was that Alex or someone else?
Laura, I'm gonna have to call you back. Right.
It is Alex, okay.
What are you doing here?
I was just, let's check on the air and the tire to make sure it's safe.
Get in the car.
Yeah, you're just, I hate it because he's making himself look way more suspicious. I mean, John Devereaux's pretty great.
There is a pattern for us all. There's a pattern for you. There is a pattern for you. There's a design for everyone. And I don't know how yet, but I'm gonna break this one.
I'm worried. No. Not hot water. No, thank you.
Alex.
The build-ups are fun.
Alex, nobody has control over life and death unless they are taking lives and causing death. Now, can you promise me that no one else is going to die?
I think he wishes he could.
I can't. As long as I'm in here, it's out of my control. I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead. Get out of here.
That kid gives me the creeps.
You give me the creeps.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. There are a couple of moments there where I almost believed him.
Can I tell you something? Don't take this the wrong way. But sometimes you give me the creeps.
Glad I'm not alone. Shit. That actually wasn't as bad as I was expecting. I thought she was gonna get super electrocuted or something. No, no. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
All right, okay, just stay still, okay?
Ah!
Oh god, Miss Lewis.
Brother, drop that right now. This is the... Billy, what are you doing here? This is crazy. If that house hadn't exploded, they really could have pinned that on him. That murder, or wasn't a murder. Well, it was a murder by death. Anyway, but they could have pinned that on Alex because of the knife and the footprint.
When I was 10, my dad went into a 7-Eleven for cigarettes. I guess that he heard someone say, "Don't turn around," so on reflex, or thinking it was a friend joking, he did, and a guy blew his head off.
Oh my gosh.
My mom just couldn't deal anymore. She married this asshole who my mom with a real dad would have crossed the street to avoid this guy. He didn't really want a kid, so my mom didn't either anymore.
Bruh.
That was the design for my father and my family? Then fuck death.
Look, I can't go home, all right? Because after Mrs. Luton, they're gonna be looking for me.
No, we're taking you to my dad's cabin in the woods. It's only a couple miles from my house.
Oh good, a cabin in the woods to avoid death.
Who's next to see it? Please. Tell me I'm gonna get to see the Jets win a Super Bowl.
I don't know if there was anyone actually next. Didn't it go to an explosion next?
You have a responsibility to tell me. You think it's gonna make it easier to know, Carter?
I wouldn't want to know. I wouldn't want to know at all.
All right, then why bother? I mean, what's the fucking point, right? Me and Terry, we'll be back together on the other side. So why wait any longer?
This isn't the way to go about it.
Slow down, Carter!
Fuck you! Knock it off! Why? I may as well go out on my own free will, right?
Can you let the three of them out then? So that you can have your little joyride?
What are you doing? Fucking Carter! Christ! Carter, put your hand back!
Carter would not be my friend anymore if I was any of them having this experience right now.
I am so close to Pico right now, you don't even want to know.
We're afraid too, Carter, but we're not going to quit.
No.
Damn it, Carter! I want you to stop this car right now!
Oh my gosh, dude, what are you doing? Guys, start getting out of the car.
Billy.
Move it.
Hey, open the door, Billy.
Move the fucking car!
Hey, open the fucking door.
Guys, just start getting out.
Open the fucking door.
Open the
Billy,
door.
open the fucking door!
Billy, open it!
Billy, open the door!
Open the door!
Go.
Carter, listen to me. Don't do this.
I...
God damn it! Get out!
Carter!
It ain't my time.
Okay, just leave the car. I know he's not gonna leave the car, but leave the car.
You should have been next. You should have been next after Luton. That's the plan. That's the design. You should be fucking dead. I mean, you're the fucking devil. I saw the seatbelt. I knew it would.
Cheated again. Cheated death.
And if I see it, then I intervene. And if I intervene, I cheat the design.
What, intervene? What are you, God now?
guy's unafraid to die.
I thought Billy was gonna back up into the train while it was still going and just like forgetting where he not realizing where he was standing.
I'm not gonna let it happen, okay? Listen to me. Hey,
All right?
Hey, why don't you two just get the fuck out of here?
Bye, Billy. His body just stayed up for so many seconds after that before collapsing over. What is this for?
I could beat you. Yeah, maybe not forever. But I got this cabin rigged to beat you now.
His whole setup to try to beat death could just end up resulting in his own death. They made her stay home. Damn it.
Alex! Come on, get in the car!
Tell them to go back to Clears. I really hope not everyone dies in this, but maybe that's the point of these movies, is we just have to watch everyone die. This poor dog.
Alex! Alex, we're trying to help you!
And he's trying to help Clear. Oh, jeez. Close one. Close one. Fritz. So stressful. Oh! Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is what? I would have just climbed up to the roof. To the top of the roof. It works. This is so ridiculous. Oh. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. And the liquid again. Of course. Of course.
When I do this, it'll skip you and it'll all be over. It's the only way we can cheat death again. No! Clear? I am not gonna let it beat us both. You know what to do.
Does she?
Alex. Oh, damn it. You can't do this to me. Come on, baby. Come on.
She's calling him baby now. All right.
Alex. Shit, not breathing. Hold on, Alex. Come on. Stay with me.
We following up with Carter here anytime soon? Wait, what? 6 months later.
We made it.
Paris. I can't believe it.
You know, I just can't believe we got on a plane again.
Okay, well, this is unexpected. So Death just gave up after that last one then? Or maybe Death went, you know what? I'll leave you a break. I'll come back for you.
It's weird being here, huh? We finally completed a puzzle. It's just there's something missing. You know? To Terry. Yeah. To Todd.
To all
Billy.
of my friends, I can't be here.
Cheers.
Miss Luton.
I
you would have told me 6 months ago that the three of us would be sitting here having a drink.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes it just feels like the two of you are the only ones who can really understand.
Sometimes.
The path of the explosion determined the order of our deaths, right? But when I intervened and saved Carter, it skipped him and went to the next person on the path that went to Billy. All right, and then it was clear. But I intervened and saved her, so it went to me. But in my case, no one intervened, right?
How do we know that this isn't exactly what was meant to happen? Maybe that was the design all along.
That doesn't satisfy the itch in his brain.
Just stay here, okay, Claire? Just stay here, right?
See, it's true. I told you were next, man.
Jesus. Don't do that. Ooh, Carter.
I told you were next. It just skipped me. So who's next?
Stress all the way to the very last second of this darn movie. All right, everyone, that was my reaction to Final Destination. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm not really sure what to say about this much. It was an experience. I think what I will say is that I really want to watch the second one because the logging scene was not in this one. I did just quickly look up the franchise to see the years of release of each movie. We've got the one that just came out this year. I think it's Final Destination 2 because that one was 03 and I think it was like in the 03, 04, maybe 05 when I would have seen that logging truck scene. So I am eager to watch that one to get that scene in its proper like context, story, characters kind of thing. It does seem like this is the formula. Like what I know about that scene and then now that I've watched this one fully, like this is the formula of these movies is that, yeah, you're just basically patiently waiting for everyone to die and everyone dies in very unique and gruesome and unrealistic and ridiculous ways. Yeah. This whole movie, I was just stressed and tense because it, you know, early on is when they kind of indicate like, yeah, okay, death's coming back to get you all. So now it's just the waiting game to wait for everyone to die. And I actually fully expected that every character in this would die in the end. So Carter died, but Alex and Clear were in the clear by the end. At least that's how the movie ended. I don't know if these are recurring characters. I don't know if we see them back in Final Destination 2. I feel like that'd be kind of cool, but at the same time, this franchise is kind of set up where you could just deal with all new people, all new characters, and death just kind of terrorizes everyone, you know? So, yeah. The deaths, okay, let's go through them one by one. The plane scene at the start was ridiculous. The way that it was filmed was very disorienting, which I think was the point. But it was really hard to keep track of like what was going on and what was happening. Like the moment when the masks came down, but it only looked like to me in that moment like they came down for the middle seats, but then the camera flipped to an aisles and they were anyway, maybe I was focusing too much on it, but that whole thing was pretty intense, especially because they kind of made it seem like it was a dream at first, right? And you're like, oh no, everything's fine. But yeah, not the case. Not the case at all. The one death that I think made me jump the most, but then overall out of all of them was definitely underwhelming, was Terry's getting hit by the bus. Like in the moment, that was nuts. But now that I've seen everyone's deaths, I kind of wish that hers had just been a little bit more, I don't know, a longer runtime like the others, like more time spent with her. I kind of feel bad now. I mean, we didn't really get to know her, to be fair. So anyway, rest in peace, Terry. Todd's death was uncomfortable. I think Todd's death was the most uncomfortable one for me because strangling. Strangling is really hard to watch. Someone being choked out like that. Yeah. Whether intentional or not. I just, next stuff really gets to me. So that one was difficult to watch. That one also confused me. Like that being the first death, I didn't really know what to expect afterwards because that one started with like water coming out of the toilet and like going across the floor to make him slip. and then the whole thing happened, and then the water retreats and goes away. So I was really confused. I'm like, so is it sludge? Anyway, I just wasn't sure what to make after Todd's death. But anyway, then we kind of get like the explanation. Alex kind of figuring things out, being like, oh my gosh, it's coming to get us all in the order that it should have been on the plane. La la la. So yeah. Who was after that? Miss Luton. Oh my gosh. The moment, I mean, okay, so I got to give this movie credit because the camera does show, you know, a bunch of things. So the moment that she like started playing the John Denver record, then my brain for a brief moment was like, is she somehow going to get sliced by the record, like across the neck or something, right? So this movie does a good job of like getting up close to certain items to be like, ooh, is it going to be this? And it just makes you worry about how, because it could be anything, right? After Todd's death and after Terry's death, anything could happen. So when it came to Miss Luton and her in her home, I mean, there's so many items in there, so it could have been anything. The camera did keep focusing on the knives, and it did it the first time to kind of set that, and then it did it a second time, and I was like, oh, whatever. But then the moment she put the towel on the knives, then I was like, oh, great. I think that's going to come back into play. And then it continues and continues and continues. I actually really appreciate how drawn out her scene was, her death scene. The moment that she got injured and started reaching for that towel, then I knew. And I didn't think it was going to be all that gruesome, but I still didn't want to watch it anyway because fuck that shit. I actually expected knives to go like right in her face or something, so it didn't get as gruesome as it could have been. I'm also watching this movie just coming off like finishing The Punisher, and if you've seen the end of season 1 of The Punisher and how fucking gruesome that is, that stuff is just all in my brain right now. This movie did not get that violent. Billy's death was crazy. And I think the best effects of the movie when it came to all of these deaths, because it involved slicing him, not even by the neck. It sliced him like here. Yeah, that one, I felt bad for him. I felt bad for Billy. That one was, the way it happened, I know the camera kept focusing on that sheet of metal or whatever it was, but he just kept, it looked like he kept backing up towards the train, that I just thought that maybe he would get, like something on the train would like clip his belt loop or something and just fucking send him, like yoink him off the street and like drag him down the tracks. That was what I thought was gonna happen, and then no, just the good old slice of the head off. Definitely, I think my favorite death effects out of everyone's in this, just because they actually made a head to roll on the ground, and to me it looked pretty all right for the little time we saw it. And then of course the body like still standing and then collapsing. That was a cool shot. So yeah, I think from a visual perspective, Billy's death was my favorite. Very enjoyable, but also not enjoyable. The whole 6-month time jump on a plane in Paris, bit surprised by that one, bit surprised. But in the back of my mind, I'm just like, no, death can follow them anywhere. So just because they're doing this doesn't mean that nothing is gonna happen. Rest in peace, Carter. I like that they kind of fooled with us a little bit. They're just like, it's gonna be Alex. Oh, nope, Alex is saved. Carter, goodbye. His death was also underwhelming to me. Him and Terry's death, I mean, we did get to kind of know Carter a little bit after Terry passed. His death was still pretty underwhelming, and it was the very, very last thing that we saw. So I feel like they just had to make it quick. We couldn't really spend much time with it, but anyway. I'm not sure that I really have much else left to say. I mean, the acting for me was kind of mid, but a lot of 2000s movies are, so it's certainly not really a critique. Like, this was just kind of a fun, little dumb 2000s horror movie that kicked off a franchise that people really love. So I'm definitely willing to watch more, and if I remember correctly, I think that people actually do enjoy some of the later movies a lot more than this first installment. Oh, the FBI agents. I honestly could have done without them. I feel like all of their scenes, they just felt like a nuisance to me, and they kind of were creepy in their own way. And like, I understand the purpose of them, but it just, I don't know. I had a lot more fun just following these kids around, watching them trying to escape death, cheat death, prevent their friends' deaths, but then ultimately watch their friends die anyway. So yeah, that was definitely I mean, the point of the story in the movie, but yeah, definitely the best part. All right, I don't have much else left to say. So with that, I'm gonna now go to Letterboxd, pull up this movie and see what some other people have to say. Let's go read some. 3.5 stars. There's a guy in this named Agent Shrek. Characters keep saying things like, "Get me Agent Shrek," and Agent Shrek is on the line. If this movie had come out just 1 year later, they tragically would have had to change that. Or they could just leave it and own it. 4.5 stars. My favorite thing about the Final Destination films is that you never know how they're gonna die. They could be surrounded by knives and you're like, oh, they're gonna accidentally stab themselves or run into a knife or something, but then they end up slipping on a pancake and cracking their skull open. I love surprises. 3 stars. It's a bit crap, the script and plot-wise, but it completely makes up for any faults by the awesome creative kills this movie shows, and it's such an incredibly fun watch. Can't go wrong sometimes with a simple, fun watch like this. That is perfect. Good one. All right, now it's that time of the video where I turn it to you and I ask you to leave your comments down below about Final Destination. Do you love this movie? Let me know the reasons why I do not care for this one. Also, let me know why. Please do not spoil the future movies, specifically with like the types of deaths. The logging truck one is, yeah, the only one I know of. And when I eventually do watch the next movies, I do want to be surprised. I can't imagine the creativity that they would come up with for deaths in later movies, especially seeing the creativity in this one. So yeah, please, please, please no spoilers. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my reaction. Again, I really appreciate it. For people on Patreon who are supporting, thank you so much for doing so. It means the world. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. Click on over here. If you want to watch something else of mine, click on over here. We will see you next time, whatever reaction you tune into next. Have a great day, everybody.